Yeah, this will be one of the most diverse legislatures ever, and it's all because of new members who will soon become very familiar with the halls inside there, the state capitol. It's a place of history, and now the state legislature is making even more history as it welcomes newly elected lawmakers like Sacramento Democratic Assembly member Maggie Krell.
The needs of the people in our community are urgent, so I'm not interested in wasting any time.
Krell, a former state deputy attorney general and former chief legal counsel for Planned Parenthood, is one of more than 30 new members elected to the legislature, and she's part of a record 58 women set to serve in the Assembly and Senate, meaning for the first time ever, nearly half of the seats in the entire legislature will be held by women.
It's an amazing opportunity. I look at this building and I say, wow, I get to work in there, and it gives me the chills, and especially to be joining this historic class.
It is amazing to be a woman in the state legislature.
For new Republican state Senator Suzette Martinez-Valladares, these halls are not new. She served in the Assembly for nearly 2 years from 2020 to 2022. But now, as this Santa Clarita mother moves to the Senate side, she's looking to the future and hoping to make a difference for fellow moms.
So many issues and things that the state controls coming out of Sacramento impact the daily lives of moms, and having a voice here to say, hey, wait, what are we doing in education? Hey, wait, how can we make things more affordable for families, and actually produce ideas and bills to actually accomplish that? We need more of it. And
Martinez-Valladares is not the only new state senator with previous political experience. In fact, one of her colleagues on the Democratic side of the aisle has years of experience in public service, just not in that Capitol dome, but another dome nearly 3,000 miles away.
I served 16 years in Congress.
That's right. Stockton Democratic State Senator Jerry McNerney spent more than a decade and a half serving in the U.S. House of Representatives. He believes his experience there will help him here in the state Senate to address some of his priority issues, including water and renewable energy.
I certainly know how to get things done in Washington. It's different here, of course, but that sort of experience, I think, will bleed over here so that I can move aggressively on some of the issues I care a lot about.
And speaking of service, new GOP Assembly member Jeff Gonzalez of the Coachella Valley spent 21 years in the Marine Corps before he became a pastor and small business owner. He says a major factor in his decision to run for office was his 32-year-old son, RJ, who lives with cerebral palsy.
Fighting for Californians with special needs is huge for me. It's personal for me.
Gonzalez is one of 3 legislative Republicans who flipped a seat from blue to red, but he hopes his tenure in the legislature is about more than just his political party.
Being a Latino, coming from a district that's heavily Democrat, we've got to come together, no matter our differences, and solve the issues. And that's just how I am, and that's how I plan to operate.
And so now the work begins. Lawmakers are set to convene at the state capitol on January 6th. Reporting at the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.